Hello and welcome to the final Friday focus of the 2018 season. Myself and Stephen Lumsden here. Thanks very much for joining me, Stephen.
No problem.
Going to look back over the Monarchs' 50-40 victory and Scottish Cup win over the Glasgow Tigers. Stephen, it's been a disappointing season, but it's always nice to end with one over the Tigers and a wee bit of silverware, if not the stuff we're really after.
Definitely. I mean, we simply had to do that, didn't we? Really. Very disappointing end. Personally, genuinely did not think we had done enough here last week. But when you looking, maybe jumping ahead of here, but looking at Workington, as strong as they are at home, I knew that Nicolai was never going to have as bad a meeting as he did have the last time we were down there. We held them to 6th, I think. And I knew that they were using Jake Allen, so who is on fire just now. So yeah, it's a very disappointing end, but put it right tonight. That's
it. So we'll look back and we'll hear from all 6 of the Monarchs riders that were in action tonight. I recorded their end of season speeches, so that makes my job a wee bit easier in the pits after chasing them down. Heat of the week, which will be Heat 12, another Josh Pickering special. And then after that 50-40, it meant an aggregate of 90 each. And I don't know, is it a golden heat? Is it a runoff? Is it a match race? Whatever we're calling it, between Ricky Wells and Paul Stark to decide if the trophy came east or headed back from them out with the Tigers. So Stephen, we had 10 points to make up. We knew that coming in. I suppose if we flip it for a second and look at it from the Tigers' point of view, a bit of sort of iffy. There's a job to be done. They've not, as a team, they've not ridden in a couple of weeks. But I guess if you speak to the Tigers, they were maybe viewing tonight's job as getting out of here. No damage to machinery, no damage to manage. Unfortunately, the Monarchs don't, but the Tigers do have bigger fish to fry the rest of the way.
Definitely, I think, as you said, get out unscathed. Obviously, they chose a very capable guest, and Richard, yeah. Craig obviously would have done really well. Wish him all the very best and hope that he makes a full recovery soon. Us on the other hand, using no disrespect whatsoever to Dave Wallinger, he'll admit himself. It was filling Joel's shoes was a very, very tough ask. So, but yeah, we got the job done.
It tightened up, didn't it? You knew that David was going to come in. Tries damnedest. We've seen him here in a couple of Caledonian riders. From memory, he was in the junior challenge match we had last year as well. So he's no stranger here, but it's a different kettle of fish riding with your peers in that kind of match that is coming into this environment. The Monarchs, I believe, were on the phone to numerous riders. James Shanes was the first option. He wasn't available. Wilkinson, we spoke to, I believe, but Glasgow had already tapped him up to ride tonight. So it wasn't for a lack of trying that Wallinger ended up being the guest. Of course, Scunthorpe and Peterborough were riding tonight, so that took guests away as well. So it was a tough one, but in the end it didn't cost us too much. Willie stepped up with a fantastic Heat 2, rode from the gates. Willie probably a little bit disappointed with the rest of his night's work. He got into position and just couldn't make it stick, but he said himself, and we'll hear in the interview, that there's still a good bit of money to be spent on that kit if he wants it to get it back to the level he expects it to be at. But all in all, 50-40 on the night. That means, I guess, over the piece, if we take it back to just us against Glasgow for a second, they beat us on aggregate in the League Cup at the start of the season. So we knocked them at the Kale Cup, beat them on aggregate in the league, albeit a very disappointing visit there a couple of Tuesdays ago, and then we won the Scottish Cup. So if we just look at between the two teams, there's one team with the bragging rights there.
Yeah, definitely. They're strong through as well. Like, really, to be honest, Jack Thomas had a cracking ride with Josh, and it was that.
No, that was the one before.
Yeah,
I think that was Heat 9.
That was a great ride for the kid. I mean, Josh has been lighting this place up, and to pop out and lead them for what, 3.5 laps almost. So fair play to the lad. Strong right through, and it was always going to be difficult. Where was Dave going to get points in that? I've been really impressed with Jack Thomas since the start of the season. It was his first meeting, popped out and scored seven against us in his debut. So fair play.
Yeah, but as I say, it was the Monarchs that got the job done, and we can now hear the end of season speeches from, if my memory's right, the first 3 were Willie Lawson, Victor Palavara, and that man Josh Pickering.
Well done to the Stags Bar Monarchs, as promised. We'll get a word at whether each of them individually. Will start with a man who returned after 8 years and surprised everyone, including himself. Willie, You shocked us all when you got back on the bike in the middle of the year. What spurred you into that decision?
I really just always get my equipment. Just kind of come down a few signals from the game. This year I really got into it, and the opportunity to come back was there. So I wasn't really planning on racing this year, but I said the opportunity was there, so I thought I'd just give it a go.
Sorry, have you enjoyed it?
I've been a bit up and down, but no, I really enjoyed it. It's not going the night enough, but no, it's really good to enjoy it.
Plans for 2019?
Well, I'm not to spend my kit, so I've just been ready to see what happens in the winter. Don't know what's going to happen in the league is what I thought, but no, I'll definitely hope to race next year.
Right, so happy to be back in the saddle next year then?
Yeah, but we'll play in practice this winter and just get back into it again.
Brilliant stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, William Lawson. So a man who joined us at the end of June and just formed a strong pairing with Ricky Wells. Victor, how have you found the tail end of the season?
It's been really good. It's saved my season to come here. It's just a shame that I didn't finish it up as good as I started it, but I think overall the season has been good, and it's good to finally win something.
Good stuff, and enjoyed your time with the Monarchs?
Yeah, it's been really good. I've been asking to come here, like I said before, so it's really good that it finally happened, and I'm hoping to be here in the future.
Just going to ask that, plans to come back in 2019?
I hope so. I want to ride anywhere here, and I love coming here and riding. It's easier when riding more, so hopefully I can be a little bit more visited next year.
Brilliant stuff. A man saying all the right things. Victor Palavara. Next up, we've got a man who added 1.5 points to his average this year, and you've been an absolute joy to watch, Josh. How have you enjoyed this year?
Yeah, this year's been very fun. Obviously, last year was a massive learning curve, big culture shock for me and Brooke, and yeah, we just try to make this year as fun as possible. And living with Ryan and Rhea, definitely, yeah, we definitely had a great time, and thanks a lot to them. And Robert Tully's come everywhere with me this year, and I couldn't have done it without him either, so I appreciate everything he puts in as well.
Sorry, mate, you and Mike Hunter, are you going to collaborate on a DVD for all your great passes this season?
Only the ones that I win.
No, as I said, it's been an absolute joy to watch this year, Josh. What's your plans for next year?
Nothing's in pen yet. I spoke to John, obviously there's always going to be talk there, but I'm just going to go home, focus on the Good Australian Championship, and we'll see what happens. But I enjoy myself, I enjoy riding at Edinburgh, I enjoy the people up here, and yeah, we'll just see what the future holds us first.
Well, we'd absolutely have you back in a heartbeat. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Pickering.
So all three of them sounding like they've enjoyed their time at the Monarchs. It's these end of season speeches are always great. You could write down what some of the riders are going to say before it. I've enjoyed my time, wish we'd won the league. If the deal's on the table, I'll be back next year. But a genuine feeling further confident with regards to Willie stepping back after 8 years. Victor, every time you speak to him, he's loved his time here, and he said it's been a long time coming. He's wanted to ride here for years. Yeah. And Josh, I guess, well, Edinburgh's all Josh has known in his 2 years in the country. So, you know, if there's a long way to go, we don't know the makeup of the points, the leagues, etc. next year. But if any one of those three were the first name on the team sheet for 2019, you wouldn't be disappointed.
Yeah, definitely. You almost wish that they had this sorted before the season finished. You know, just make it a little bit easier for the guys that are now in a bit of limbo, but all three of them would be welcome back, definitely. Both done really well.
Yep. And then Josh finished off his season Heat 12 tonight in typical Josh Pickering form. That was a racing night. We'll see that now.
Restart of Heat 12 then. William Lawson out, Josh Pickering gets another go. He's away reasonably well again, but I think this thing will get round him, which he has, so we're back in the same positions as first time, except that William Lawson's not there. Now where's Josh going this time? He's trying up the inside. Good turn by Josh there. He's on his favoured line, he's making up ground. blasting a long way around the outside. He's very close. Don't know if Clowes knows he's there. Up the inside for Pickering. He's got the speed advantage and he's gone through. Bissing coming back on the inside. Could be tight at the line. It's Pickering. Brilliant race.
That's it. Takes into this season one by Josh Pickering, 101.
Fantastic move by Josh there. Stalks Clowes for the best part of 3 laps and famous for his outside swoops, but cuts back to the inside. I'm looking at here. I'm wondering, did you actually see that race? Or were you in the pits helping out there?
Yeah, I seen it. I caught a glimpse. I caught a glimpse on the pit screen. So yeah, it was good.
The kind of thing that Josh is making his name with. There's not a Speedway fan in the country, barring the odd pink fug Glasgow fan. I realise a bad word to say. You know, if Josh Pickering's in the lineup for or against you, you're more than likely going to see something special on the night.
Definitely. Mr. Entertainment, definitely.
So the rest of the team were up next. We then heard from Richie Worrell, Ricky Wells, and finally Captain Eric Riss.
It was a surprise when you became available from Glasgow. We snapped you up as quickly as we could. And remember your first night here asking you why did we wait so long to do this?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, to be honest. Obviously, I've spent the last few years with Glasgow, and I did enjoy that, but I think the time came where it was time for a move. And there's no better place for me than he. I always came and I always scored really, really well. Just had to beat these guys, which now I don't. So I think it's fairly easy for me. But I do really enjoy every lap I do with a smile on my face. That's why I do this.
You've been formidable around Armadale. How's that got your confidence?
It helps it massively because you take that onto the next track, and things just snowball on from there then. And when you're scoring really well, it helps the bank and it helps you to maintain and you buy new equipment to get better.
Good stuff. And I've been asking the rest of the guys, I'll ask you as well, plans for next year?
Who knows? I'd love to be back, really would. It's one of my favourite tracks, so why would you not want to come back to your favourite track? I think you'd be daft not to. A lot of things, things that's happening with the league, nobody actually knows, so I think to make a decision now or sign a contract now, you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be one big league and it's not, so let's just stand fire and see what comes up.
Absolutely. Another man who would be delighted to see back in Monarchs colours next year. Richie Wall. Thank you, Richie. Top the averages all season right until the end, and the hero of the evening as well. Richie, how have you found it this year?
I'm Ricky.
Ricky's not.
It happens at home as well.
Davey, how have you found it?
It's alright, I didn't think we didn't live up to the expectations. I thought when we made the team changes, the next step was to get into the playoffs and then no one would touch us. But we missed out a little bit, unfortunately, for one reason or another. But overall, it's been okay, up and down a bit. But Eric got to ride in #1 jacket for one meeting, so that's cool. I like #5 anyway, because I used to hate starting off the inside of E13. So no, we ride good together. It doesn't really matter what number we're at. So. Great team spirit and track phenomenal towards the end of the season. Massive home track advantage, and I've never been in a place with that much home track advantage. I don't think we had as much last year when there were such conditions, but now everyone hates them anymore. No one can, it makes people look like juniors. So
well, that's you guys.
It's one of those tracks. I know when Joel and Victor first come here, they were just like, and how are we going to turn, but you get used to it, and I remember saying to Joel, the harder you ride this place, the easier it is, and finally you did start realizing that, and Victor the same, so, yeah.
Well, I've been asking the guys what their plans for next year is, and no one seems to know, everything's up in the air, so I'll ask you, what's your plans for the winter then?
I have one more meeting at Wolverhampton, the Olympic. I always do, I've had ties to Wolverhampton for 8 years or something now, so always a fun meeting to do, I enjoy it. After that, I'm done. I'm not going to wait around for 2 weeks, hoping I get a guest booking, that's it. So, as far as November, I have a Danish girlfriend, so I'll probably go visit her for a bit, and then America in December, maybe Aussie in December, and then, once the New Year's over and done with, everything starts being in the, kind of like planning some of the plans, stuff like that. So, you know, I'm looking forward to a break. I've had a busy schedule this year. A few of us have. Richie, Eric, we've all been busy doubling up and stuff. So, you know, you do fall out of love with Speedway a little bit, but come March time when you're here for press day, it's I get excited. I don't know if everyone else is, but I'm excited to get back on the bike.
Well, brilliant stuff. Listen, thanks for your heroics tonight. It's been brilliant to watch it in 2018. Ricky Wells. And last but by no means least is the skipper, dedicated team captain, 4th season with us. What's it been like to lead these guys this season?
Oh, it was a pleasure. It's been we had a lot of fun times. The team changed a bit during the year, so we had a few changes. But the team we got now stayed since a few months, so we grew together until now, and we had a lot of fun. And it was a new challenge for me to be captain, but to be honest, like, you know, you're still doing the same job, but you go out and try to win races. So it wasn't much different, but a bit more responsibility for me, which I enjoyed.
I was going to ask what the main difference is between just turning up, doing your job, and then that you're the captain. You know, it's your job to raise these guys when the heads are low.
To be fair, there's not that much difference. I mean, as I said, you still come and do your job, but you got a bit more responsibility. I mean, you want to look after your teammates, like. That's what a captain does. You try to hold the team together and you try to push each other out. I would say that's the main difference, but also like a bit more responsibility. And I felt like as a captain, I always had to perform, which I most of the time did. Not always the last few weeks, especially at working. And I mean,
I was trying not to mention that.
No, I wanted to say something about that because like the last few weeks been quite disappointing. And we knew that as a team, we were devastated, and especially me, I was really devastated after working because I expected more from myself, and also the club expected more for myself, so I blamed myself a lot for this. It was quite disappointing the last few weeks, but I'm happy we got a win today and finished off the season with a win.
Well, I think it means a lot for the fans to hear you say, look, we're sorry, you're disappointed in the performance at Workington, because I know speaking to a few of them, they took it hard, and you know, to hear you say that, I think will mean a lot to them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the end we write for the fans, and I always try to remember that before every meeting and after every meeting, that without the fans we wouldn't be writing. I mean, in the end we get paid from the fans, so we got to deliver a show, and there's fans that come out here every week, and there was fans traveling to work, and of course they want to see the team winning. I mean, if I was a fan and I would be here watching the races, I would like to see the team winning. So I could understand that frustration. I was frustrated, and I'm happy that we won today, really.
Well, the season isn't over for you. Monday and Wednesday, big Premiership playoff, and you've got to be looking forward to that. But nervous perhaps?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not really nervous, I'm more excited. I like when it comes to the finals and when pressure is on. And I enjoy that. It's the first time for me that I'm in the final in the top league, so that's something new. But I mean, I've won finals before, so it's not a big thing for me. But I'm really excited about that. It's a special thing for Kingsland as well because it's the first time they're in the final. So it would be awesome if we get the win.
Oh, sure, there'll be plenty of Monarchs fans cheering both you and Richie on Monday and Wednesday. It's been a pleasure having you lead the team in 2018.
Yeah, thank you, and thank all the fans for the season. Enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the last 3 years, and this year was awesome. Thank you for coming out every Friday. Thanks.
Brilliant stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric.
Some forthright views there by Eric. Obviously, apologising for that performance at Workington last week. Obviously, it's in the past now, it's in the books, but you know, I'm not sitting here to be an apologist for anyone, but I think maybe people sometimes forget and are quick to criticise. There wouldn't have been anyone hurting more than those 7 guys in the pits last Saturday. Or should I say the squad, you know, the mechanics, the helpers, everyone as well, not just the 7 riders.
But honestly, a bit of shell shock as well. And I said earlier that I didn't think it was enough. But you go with a 28-point lead to a track where you've done quite well earlier in the season. It was obviously very, very tough to take. But you're right,
Yep. All that was left, though, obviously we mentioned that there. We got to heat 15 tonight. Drama. Is there never not drama when it's Edinburgh against Glasgow? The scores were tied on aggregate. Monarchs 10 up. Eric, a wee bit twitchy first run in. It gets pulled back. Second runner, the Monarchs are cleared. Chris Harris trying to go round Eric into the third bend, comes down, disqualified, and then in the rerun, what a race by Paul Stark, what a ride to get out, first shove Ricky out, and then use that out. By that point there was a good outside line on the first and second bend, and he used that to get round Eric, and we're on to a golden heat.
I think Eric actually thought that it was Ricky that was kind of joining him there, and it's caught him off guard, I suppose. Certainly how it looked to me. But yeah, what a ride by Paul. To be fair to him, great ride.
And that meant we had, for the first time this season, we had a runoff, a golden heat. That was Ricky Wells against Paul Stark. We'll watch that heat now.
So this is the decider for the Scottish Cup, a match race between Ricky Wells in red and Paul Stark in white. Stark has done so well for the Tigers, winning heats 14 and 15. Can he finish the job here? Ricky Wells is on gate 4. Paul Stark seems to be just about on gate 1. And this will decide the Scottish Cup after the teams finished at 90 all on aggregate. Starked away well, but Wells from that position is usually good. He goes ahead, using the dirt on the outside of the second turn. He's not normally overhauled from a position like that. He's running very wide. Paul Stark knows he can't catch him. It just depends whether anything goes wrong. Ricky's into his final lap. He's gone in tighter that time. He's a long way clear. He's glanced round to see where Paul is. And nothing's gone wrong. Ricky Wells wins the Scottish Cup for the Stags Bar Monarchs after a very dramatic encounter in which both teams did themselves proud. It took a long time to get there. Paul Stark put up the stoutest of resistance for the Tigers, but eventually the classiest man on show, Ricky Wells, wins the Scottish Cup for the Monarchs.
Congratulations to the Allied Vehicles Tigers who have put on a great performance tonight. And the man to take the 2018 Scottish Cup for the Stags Bar Monarchs, the rider, Ricky Wells.
So maybe not the most entertaining of heats we'll have shown on the Friday focus this week. Ricky doing the job from the start on what was the favoured outside line at that point, but when the chips are down and the pressure's on, you've got to step up, and Ricky stepped up and made sure that the Monarchs won the Scottish Cup.
We obviously needed somebody to be so smooth and calm, and you know, Ricky, he's the best man for the job. Richie, to be honest, Richie was really wanting. I think a lot of people thought he might have been the man for the job. It was almost written for Richie to go in there and take that heat. It was always going to be a gate and go really in heat 15, and Richie would have suited Richie very well. However, we went with Ricky and he's done the job.
He did the job indeed, and that meant that the trophy stayed. Well, it didn't stay in Edinburgh. We regained it. I think Glasgow won it the last 2 times. And that was that. That's 2018 in the books, Stephen. So 50-40 the final score tonight means the Monarchs win the Scottish Cup. A little bit of consolation after what everyone at the club will admit has been a disappointing season. But I guess all that does is just show how strong we've been. That, you know, 6th place in the league, missing out on the playoffs in our last match, a 4-point aggregate defeat in the Cup semi-final. There's still 4 or 5 teams that would take that as a good season, and we're viewing it as a very disappointing season.
Yeah, definitely. First time we've missed out in the playoffs.
Yep.
So yeah, tough to take.
Tough to take. But all I can say is thanks very much for joining us. I'll leave you with the best bit of news of the night. We didn't get it on video, but Alex and John were interviewed after the meeting and said that all being as expected, the stadium is available and the Monarchs will come to tapes. Hopefully, fixtures being planned on Good Friday next year. Now, if my memory serves, I'm actually in Portugal at a wedding that weekend, so it might be a week delayed for me. But that was, you know, if we take one thing out of tonight, you know, there's always internet speculation. There's always people that think they know stuff that they don't.
Yeah.
When the men at the top come out and say, right, the stadium's available next year, our intention is to run, we'll see you in 2019.
Definitely. We'll see you there.
Thanks very much once again, and we'll see you next year.